Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's real user review, we're taking a look at my Greenroom 136 Wildcard Custom 25-liter Northseeker pack. Now, you can see this thing is loud. This is bright. This is loud. This is obnoxious. And I built it to be just so because I have a history with loud bags. My absolute all-time favorite unicorn bag is quite loud, and it's been a very long time since I had a very loud bag. So when Patrick reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do a Wildcard Northseeker, I said yes, but it's gonna get crazy, and he said go wild with the bag. So I did just that. And as I just briefly alluded to, Greenroom 136 did send me this bag for free, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Greenroom 136 prior to publication. They will see this when you do. So I have had a very long-standing relationship with Greenroom 136. I've taken a look at just about all of their bags, all of their packs, all of their pouches, and I love just about all of them, if not all of them. Some of them are my favorite packs. Now, for years, I was a Genesis man. I loved the Greenroom 136 Genesis, but then the Northseeker dropped, and Patrick sent me the 20-liter version of the Northseeker, the production version, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So, of course, I jumped on taking the chance to take a look at a 25-liter Wildcard custom version. When this bag was en route, I was refreshing that tracking like every 5 minutes. I was that stoked to get it. So now I've had it, I've been using it for a month or more, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you all the details on the bag. But because this is a Wildcard custom and a bit of a crazy one, we are gonna start with the buildup of this pack. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful footage.
We are going to start by navigating to the Greenroom 136 webpage and going to the Shop Online tab. We will scroll to the Wildcard Custom Builder. We will scroll down and choose the Northseeker, and I started with the Wildcard Cordura Edition. We will choose our bag size of the Northseeker 25-liter. To get my version of the bag, we stayed with a single panel count, the interior gold, which we do not have an option to change, and I stayed with the standard shoulder straps. We kept the side pockets on both the left and the right because I like dual water bottle pockets. We went ahead and added the YKK side compression, and we also added the compression belts and multi-webbing to the bottom of the bag. For the morale patch, I added the 4x6 panel. I did add the side load utility zipper pocket, and I added the back support secret pocket. To get my particular colors, for 1A I chose atomic pink, for 1B I chose red, 1C black, for 2 I chose atomic pink, for 3 I chose red, 4 I also chose atomic pink, 5 was also atomic pink, 6 is red, 7 is black, and 8 is black. Now in the text field here, I am entering to change all of the black options to multicam black.
So because I mixed the Cordura Wildcard version with the MCB Wildcard version, the bag follows the rule of 60%. If 60% or more of the bag is made from the more expensive materials, you'll get charged at that price point. So if you were to build this basically identical bag, maybe not so loud because I'm sure not everyone likes a hot pink, atomic pink, and red bag. This is mostly MCB, mostly multicam black. So I would have gotten charged at the multicam black price point as the starting point, which is, I believe, 900 MYR as opposed to 800 MYR. So it's only 100 bucks more Malaysian ringgit, but that is what the price point would have got charged for. So the ultimate price of this bag would have been, I had to get my notes because I forgot the conversion, 1,000 Malaysian ringgit or $210 USD. So, the good, the bad, and the ugly about the Greenroom 136 Wildcard 25-liter Northseeker. And honestly, I actually got quite a bit of compliments on this bag. I don't really have anything bad to say. The only like kind of weird thing that happened with the 25 liter that never happened with the 20 liter is the fact that the QA pocket would sometimes come a little bit unzipped on the bag. Not much, but just this little corner would get a little unrounded. And really the only time that was happening is when the bag was really heavy, really loaded out, when I had like my lunch, some extra clothes in there on some of the cold days we've been having, and I was single shoulder slinging it. I'm right-handed, I would grab the right shoulder, that is the side of the zipper, I would grab it and sling it over my back. And that's the only time it would kind of come open is when I would have a single hand on it. But when I only had my regular EDC in the bag, it wasn't totally loaded out, it wasn't bulky, it wasn't super heavy, or I was double shoulder slinging it, it wasn't happening. So it was only happening with my right hand, and that's because I'm grabbing it with my right hand, and I was kind of manipulating the material, swinging it around, and it would just cause that zipper to back off just a little bit. It never opened a ton, it never opened completely, just a little bit, and you can just easily close it back up whenever I notice it. So that is honestly the only remote negative or point of note I have with this bag. It just functions really, really well. So why don't we look at some of the loudness, if you will, of this bag. So we have the crazy bright atomic pink across the front that Miss Hazel Fantastic wanted to steal off me immediately after getting the bag. So then we kind of flip it to the side, and we can see we have more atomic pink across the back. We also have some red trimming. We got my red trimming here on the shoulder strap. Flip it across the back. We have the red straps, and it's just, I love it. I love the loudness. I love the obnoxiousness of this bag. I just love the colorway and the way this atomic pink looks with this MCB. It just looks really cool. It's just something different. I just couldn't help myself. I had to get wild with the bag, and I'm really glad I did because the end result is spectacular. Okay, so the positives of this bag. And one of the biggest positives is something right in here that I wish that the production version had. I mentioned it in my review, and that is the fact that we have organization in here. So we have a zipper pocket that is inside here that has 3 liner pockets. It's really hard to see, but it's sectioned into 3 different liner pockets. So we have 3 things that we can zip up, and we can still close that, and we still have all of this room. In this panel, it goes both sides of the zipper and up. It is the entire front panel of this bag. So it goes over underneath here, all the way up above the zipper, and it goes back behind the other zipper. So you can really load this out quite a bit. And it does have some of its own 3-dimensional space. It is a bit of a pleated pocket, if you will, so it will bulge out and not take up the internal space in the bag, which is really nice because I hate when the pockets are super tight, super slim, so when you put anything in it, it just pushes inward and it just takes up space that you could use from the inside of the bag, and then you just have items fighting to occupy the same space even though they're in completely different pockets or compartments of the bag. I also added the extra strips of webbing here, which I find come in pretty handy. I do use these every single day. I will lash my work ID badge to the front of this so I can have quick access to it and I don't lose it. I just took it off for the video so you don't see the logo of the place I work at. And this front zipper pocket is one of my favorite features of the Northseeker. I just really love it for some reason. I find it completely utilitarian, totally useful. I can fit a lot of stuff in here that's quick access, quick grab and go. I'll throw a snack in there a lot of times when I'm going to work, or my breakfast if I'm grabbing something. Like even I've thrown a bagel in here. I've had a bagel, wrapped it up in aluminum foil, and thrown the bagel in here, and it doesn't get crushed or anything. I'll throw the bagel in there, get to work, make my coffee, pull out the bagel, and I'll eat my bagel and have my coffee at work for breakfast. I use this pocket for a lot of things, and I really, really love it. Now, one of the things that people were very concerned about with the 20-liter Northseeker that the 25-liter Northseeker can do, and that is these water bottle pockets. 32-ounce Nalgene bottle, 25-liter Northseeker. It fits in no problem. 32-liter Nalgene bottle, 20-liter Northseeker. Nope, not gonna fit. So yes, the 25-liter Northseeker will fit a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle, but that is going to be your max. It is not going to fit anything bigger than that. But if you need to carry more water, there are 2 water bottle pockets. Now, one of my other favorite features of this bag is something that people complain about they don't like, and that is the quick access pocket to the inside of the bag. So yes, this pocket does access the main body of the bag, but I just use these 2 liner pockets at the top as my QA pockets. So I have some change, field notes book, you know, I can stick just about anything I want in these pockets, and I can quickly access them from the top of the bag. And I can even get my tech kit out without unzipping the main body of the bag. It's big enough that I can fit the whole tech kit through, And that's the Rush Faster Essential Tech Kit. I mean, it's not huge, it's a pretty solid form factor, but I can fit that whole thing in and out of this QA pocket without having to unzip the whole bag. And I really like that feature because then I don't have to unzip the whole bag to grab my tech kit, because this is probably my most used pouch in this bag. Boom. Another feature I really like with the Northseeker are these two mesh zipper pockets here on the front panel. They are pretty small and narrow, but I can fit, like, I have my tuna tin and my sardine tin in here. They fit in there nicely. I keep them well organized. Then I have a few other semi-flat items. I have like an extra buff in here, and I throw my extra gloves in here. But I love these pockets. I find these are incredibly useful. I came off of using a GR1 into a different bag that did not have these pockets, and I really missed them. So when I came back into the Northseeker and I had them, I absolutely love them. I find these pockets to be so incredibly useful. Just these thin, they're not too thick. They do have their own space. The mesh is not stretchy, but they fit a lot of very usable items that I need to grab semi-often, so I want to keep them kind of organized, and these pockets do a great job of doing that. And one other thing you may have noticed is that I have some of these red paracord pull tabs that I put on the Greenroom 136 tabs. It's because it helps to mitigate the Greenroom 136 jingle. I don't like to do destructive mods when I'm reviewing a pack. This pack will be mine. I am never going to get rid of this, so I will probably cut the tabs and just put straight paracord pull on here to completely eliminate that. But as I'm reviewing, I do non-destructive mods, so this is a quick and easy thing to do to just about any zipper pull that you want to either make it easier to grab or silence them quite a bit. Just wrap a bit of paracord on there, tie a knot, cinch the ends so they don't fray, and you're good to go. And then going into the front admin section of the bag, this is really nice because it is a half zip, so you can still get pretty good access to the whole bag, but it also has about 6 inches of depth, so it could act as a bit of a dump pocket, and it has about 2 inches of its own depth, so it doesn't take up internal space in the bag. It has its own three-dimensional space. So if anything were to fall out, it's going to fall into the pocket and not spill out. And then also you can use it as a dump pocket. Like I have some stuff here that's just kind of on the bottom, so I can still access it quite easily. I can see it because of this nice gold interior liner. Then across the front we have 2 larger liner pockets. I have like some playing cards in here, some cortisone, some pens. Then we have another nice liner zipper pocket where we have like first aid kit, and then I have I got my earbuds and some hand sanitizer in here. So there's a lot of built-in organization to this bag. And I really like this compartment because I can still have quick access to a few other larger items. Like my tablet, I can throw that into the front admin section so I can access my tablet easily without going to this main body if I have a big bulky item like my lunch or some other stuff that I have to carry to work that day. And there's still a ton of space inside this front compartment. But one of the other big questions I've been getting is how does the 25 liter compare to the 20 liter bag? So let's go ahead and just show you right now. So both the 25 liter and the 20 liter Northseeker have the both height and length dimension, but the depth dimension or width is where they differ. The 25 liter is 2 inches wider than the 20 liter. So if we try to stack them here, you can clearly see, because I have this nice bright pink, you can see the pink is sticking out. So the bag is 2 inches longer in depth. So you can see there is how it's gonna go ahead and lay. Okay, so the 25 liter is 2 inches deeper, but how do they handle? And I will say that the 25 liter, it definitely feels a lot larger than the 20 liter pack. But I will say both of these bags punch outside the weight class. 20 liter bag, I'd say carries more like, you know, low to mid 20 liter. I'd say this carries closer to like a 25 liter bag, and the 25 liter bag carries closer to a 30 liter pack. And then it really has to do with the shape of the bag. Because both these bags have a more square shape, you're actually able to utilize almost the entirety of the bag because they don't have like a teardrop shape or kind of like an awkwardly tapered shape to them. You can actually fit a lot into them, and you can feel that when you're carrying because the 25 liter is noticeably larger than the 20 liter. Now, I did actually have a question from a new parent-to-be asking me which size they should get for a dad bag. And I will say, if you are a brand new parent, get the 25 liter because you're gonna end up carrying and buying and getting all these gadgets that you will probably never use, but you won't know that because you're a first-time parent. If you are have already been a parent, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, that's a lot of kids, I would say go with the 20 liter because it is a smaller bag when you're trying to sling a diaper, it is going to be way more manageable to grab the 20 liter than the 25 because again, it is noticeably larger on the back and when you're trying to manhandle this thing around. So when you're trying to get a wipe and a diaper real quick, the 20 liter is going to be much easier to navigate with. But again, if you're a first-time parent, you're probably going to buy all the gadgets that people tell you you're going to need. You're going to end up carrying them around and never use them. So you'll need the bigger bag just to carry the more stuff that you'll honestly never use. But that's a live and learn. People gave me that advice too, and I said, oh no, this gadget looks great, this gadget looks awesome, I'm gonna use it, I need it, I need this, I need that, and I didn't use half the stuff that we got when we had Hazel. So personally, if I were to have another, I'd go with the 20 liter. Now, if I had to choose one of these bags, honestly, I find them both incredibly effective. I would choose them both for entirely different situations. I would probably use the 20 liter just as a standard EDC pack, like how I've been using it now to the office. If I'm going in the summer months though, I actually carry more personal items in the winter because I'm carrying more clothes. But in the summer months, I will go out on more shoots because it's nicer. So sometimes I will take my personal bag when I'm going out on shoots, so I will need the more space for work to carry more camera gear. So I would probably use, if I was going to use this as like I could totally turn this into a sleeper camera bag or as like a one bag travel. I could definitely do one bag travel with the 25 liter Northseeker because again, I think this carries more like a 30 liter pouch. I can fit a week's worth of clothes in this thing, no problem. I love both. I see completely different uses for both of them, and yeah, I think at this point both are in my stable indefinitely. Again, this is now my favorite pack from Greenroom 136. I love the Northseeker. For some reason, this bag, I can't definitively pinpoint it. I love that front zipper pocket. I do love the fact that on the wild card, I was able to add that organizer inside because that's something I wish that the 20 liter had, the production version had, but if I get another one, I might do a wild card 20 liter and add that zipper pocket to the 20 liter. So honestly, I would get either one, depending upon how much you carry. We all carry different things. I've been scaling back by EDC, which is why I think I would choose the 20 liter as my daily carry. I have just come out of a smaller bag before I went into this, so I scaled back quite a bit. I took several pouches out of my daily carry from what I was carrying prior to going into this, so I did scale back more recently. So if this was Jeff last year, I probably would have chose the 25 liter as my everyday EDC because I was carrying a lot more stuff. But the 2024 Jeff is choosing the 20 liter just because it's a little bit smaller and I scaled back my own personal carry. But some people EDC like a 40 liter pack, so maybe the 25 liter, which again carries more like a 30, would be a really good option for you. Both have a lot of good organization, both identical organization, just one is 2 inches wider, 2 inches deeper than the other. But I absolutely love it. I love this form factor. I love this design. This is a home run, in my opinion, a complete home run. This is a grand slam out of the park from Greenroom 136. So Patrick, thank you for sending me both of these bags and all the products you have. I absolutely love the Northseeker. I'm going to continue to use both of these bags. These are top 5. Both of these are going to land in my top 5 all-time favorite packs. I absolutely love this form factor. Absolutely love this bag. If you were looking at a Greenroom 136 anything, go for it. But if you're going to get one pack, I'd say grab the Northseeker. I fell in love, I love it first sight, and yeah, I absolutely love these bags. They're great. Don't know what it is about them, but I absolutely love the Northseeker. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.